Incredibly, some monks fought back. Others escaped during the confusion. Security forces responded with tear gas. Clashes broke out all over the city. Volleys of shots were fired around us and over our heads. Army rapid response units made lightning swoops.
Well, running, the army's coming. I think we'll start firing in a minute, I think. We're ready now. I've been singing for a while. They had signs saying, "Free our monks." But the troops are running in very fast. Maybe they've stopped.
Here, I filmed while I walked through the middle of the soldiers as they beat and arrested civilians. I kept on walking, but eventually I was grabbed and hauled back. In the confusion, I managed to get away with my camera. At the height of the crackdown, something like 15,000 troops and riot police are estimated to have been on the streets. The government has admitted they killed 10 people, including a Japanese photographer. Observers believe far more died, but it is impossible to say for sure.
I really don't know where all this is heading to. I've just witnessed the arrest of about 8 or 9 young men who were trying to confront the army. The army rapidly responded, arrested them, cut them off, beat them a little bit, and then were taking their documentation. I saw them paraded through the streets. I was trying to film, not very successfully, because if they see you filming, they're going to take your camera. And I'm very aware of what happened to the Japanese photographer, so it's a bit risky, so you film everything from a distance, very surreptitiously. People here are living a drama every single day of their lives, and they've got front row seats. They turn out in their balconies, and when I was filming sneakily, they're all looking at me and smiling, pointing their fingers, sticking their thumbs in the air. What does it mean? I don't know. It seems that they may be losing the battle, but I'm not sure. Maybe there's a sting in the tail.
The military crackdown was swift and brutal. It spared no one, not even the monks. Thousands of people were arrested during the nighttime curfews, and the streets were finally under the control of the military. We used secret cameras to record what was happening. To avoid detection, you constantly changed hats and shirts, never stayed too long in one place, and always checked to see if you were being followed.
A few people have said to me here that these protests are not yet finished. A monk told me that, and some young people. But you get the feeling that perhaps it's almost all over, for now anyway. With the visit of Mr. Gambari, it gave them some kind of hope, and they want to make a demonstration, but the stranglehold by the police and the military is so restricting that it's very difficult for anyone to move about, let alone gather en masse in the kind of numbers that we've seen in the past few days. It's a very difficult situation now. People are talking about spies everywhere. They're worried to be seen with a foreigner. They're very concerned about what's going to happen. But still, the hardy few still say they're prepared to brave the bullets and the batons. We'll have to see.
The army is in control of all the main shrines and monasteries. Few monks could be seen on the streets, hard to imagine in a city where there are something like 75,000 monks. You think protests are finished now? Or you think they will happen again?
Government. We don't have the strength, we don't have the weapon, we don't have a freedom.
Soldiers and police are reviled here, despised by many civilians for being the tool of the military junta, which deprives them of basic human rights. You wonder how there can ever be reconciliation here. The dire social and economic problems which plague this once prosperous country and which provoked the first demonstrations still exist, visible, prominent, affecting millions of people.
There are a lot of people in this country that need humanitarian assistance, that is for sure. The statistics in terms of malnutrition are worrisome. The formal numbers suggest malnutrition rates broadly of around about 35%. We know that it's actually much more severe in a number of localities. So I think that we're scraping the surface actually in terms of need.
Myanmar spends less on health and education per person. It lasted just a few days, but when it came, the military clampdown in Myanmar was brutal. This is the first time some of these images have been aired on television. Filmed in Yangon by Al Jazeera cameras, they capture the horrifying moments when the army took back the streets from the people. Some soldiers were in bare feet in case they had to enter religious shrines. That's as far as the respect went. Soldiers beat and arrested monks who were simply protesting peacefully. But even they snapped and hit back, and for a few fleeting moments caused the police and soldiers to run. For nearly 2 weeks, Al Jazeera secretly filmed in Yangon, recording the life and death of a popular uprising.
All these people are in total open defiance of what the military have said, not banning more than 5 people from gathering at any one place. Now the army and the riot police are lining up. They're now announcing for the people to disperse or they will move in. It seems as if the start of the crackdown is now beginning.
Myanmar was watched by the world, but it was only on the streets, sometimes under fire, when you got a true sense of the magnitude of this uprising and the desire of the people to free themselves from 45 years of oppressive military rule. And through secret filming, we showed the military grip on the city. The army is today back in control of the streets and the holy shrines, and the climate of fear is even greater than before. The people fear the generals fear the people. But thousands of people, many of them monks, are still unaccounted for, it is claimed.
We have noted that there's far fewer monks on the street. Ordinarily, when you walk around the city in the morning, there's monks everywhere. And there are some that are out, but most of them are not. And it's very worrying to think what has happened to the monks.
Monks can still be seen collecting alms, but their numbers have been cut and their voice silenced. But there is still spirit and defiance alive on the streets of Yangon.
No. We never forget.
Never forget.
We will not surrender. We will never lose. We will be winners.
You think?
Yeah, I believe.
A diplomatic front has opened up to try and produce a solution for Myanmar. There is talk of truth and reconciliation. The reality is, however, that the truth of what the military has done to the monks and the people is so brutal and so cruel that it will be difficult, if not impossible, to bring about any lasting reconciliation. Tony Bertley, Al Jazeera.